If you're over 50 and you've been looking at ways to make money online, there's a good chance you felt overwhelmed. I know I did. In fact, one of the biggest reasons many people never get started online is because they simply don't know which path to choose. There are so many options. Affiliate marketing, dropshipping, Amazon FBA, blogging, freelancing, coaching, consulting, crypto, trading, e-commerce. And when you're looking at all these choices, it's easy to feel stuck because every person online seems convinced that their way is the best way. And after a while, you start wondering who to believe. And I certainly did. Especially when I was still working away at sea. I knew I wanted another option for the future. I knew I wanted something that could eventually give me more flexibility, more freedom, and more control over my time. But I didn't know where to start because if I was starting again today, over 50, knowing everything I know, I would choose a very simple business model. Not because it's the fastest and not because it's the easiest, but because I believe it's one of the most realistic, especially for ordinary people. People like me and perhaps people like you. But before I tell you what it is, let me explain something important. I don't believe the best business model is the one that makes the most money. I believe the best business model is the one you can realistically stick with. That's a huge difference because most or many beginners choose opportunities based on excitement, but successful people often choose based on sustainability. Can I realistically do this? Can I stay consistent? Can I fit this around my life? Those questions, they really matter, especially when we don't have endless hours. We don't have endless hours available every day. And that means simplicity becomes incredibly valuable. Now, if I was starting again today, my choice would be simple: YouTube plus affiliate marketing plus an email list. That's it. Three pieces working together. Nothing complicated, nothing flashy, just a simple system. Let me explain why. First, YouTube. I love YouTube because content lasts. Unlike many social media platforms, a YouTube video can continue getting you views long after you upload it. Weeks later, months later, sometimes even years later. That means every video becomes a long-term asset. And when you're busy, that's incredibly important because your work continues working for you. Now compare that with constantly posting content that disappears after maybe 24 hours a day. Personally, I prefer building assets, especially because my time has become more valuable to me as I've gotten older. The second part is affiliate marketing, obviously. Why affiliate marketing? Because it allows beginners to start without creating their own products. We're talking about simplicity again. You don't need inventory. You don't need shipping. And you don't need customer support. You simply help connect people with the solutions. Now, does that mean affiliate marketing is easy? No, it really doesn't. But it is simple. And simple is often underrated. You create helpful content, you build trust, Your recommendations that genuinely help people, that's the foundation. While you're doing this, you grow an email list. And honestly, this is the part many beginners overlook. But it's incredibly important because your email list becomes an audience. YouTube is fantastic, but platforms can change and algorithms can change. Your email list, for instance, gives you a direct connection with people who want to hear from you. And that's powerful. And when these three pieces work together, you have something that resembles a real business. Not just content creation, not just posting online, a business. Now, here's something I wish somebody had told me earlier. You don't need to master all three of those things at once. And that's another mistake that beginners make. They try to learn everything immediately, like YouTube, email marketing, affiliate marketing, automations, funnels, all kinds of things. And before long, they feel overwhelmed. Instead, just focus on one step at a time. Create your content. Start there. That's where I start. Just help people share a lesson or lessons, answer questions, and tell stories, especially stories from your own life. One thing I've discovered is that people connect far more with experiences than information. Information is everywhere. Experience is unique. That's why I often talk about all my years at sea, working at sea. Not because I'm special, but because those experiences shaped how I see the world. And nobody can tell that story exactly the way I can. And the same is true for you. The experiences matter. Your lessons matter. Your perspective matters. And that's one reason I believe people over 50 have an advantage they often overlook. Life experience. We've lived through things, worked through challenges, solved problems, learned lessons. Those experiences become valuable content, and valuable content builds trust, builds audiences. Audiences create opportunities. And that's the process. It's not overnight success. Don't listen to anyone that tells you that. It's just consistent progress. Now, another reason I like this business model is you don't need expensive equipment and you don't need advanced technical skills. You simply need the willingness to learn, the willingness to improve, and the patience to keep showing up. And that is it. And honestly, I think patience is one of the most underrated business skills in the world because many people quit before results arrive. Not because the strategy failed. It's really because they expected results too quickly. I know because I've been there. When I first started learning about online business, I wanted results immediately. Most of us do. But over time, I learned something important. Good businesses are built, they're not discovered. And building takes time. Now, if you're over 50 and wondering whether it's too late, I want to encourage you. I genuinely believe that there has never been a better time to share knowledge or experience and lessons online. People are looking for authenticity, shared knowledge, experiences. They're looking for real people. They're looking for guidance. And if you're willing to learn and stay consistent, there's no reason you can't build something meaningful. Will it happen overnight? No, it will never happen overnight, but it can happen. And that's what matters. Now, if you're trying to build a simple online business without the hype, without complicated systems, and without unrealistic promises, that's exactly what my channel is about, this channel. And if you'd like to see the beginner-friendly system I'm using right now, I've put together a PDF. It's in the description. Now remember this, best online business models isn't necessarily one that makes you the most money. It's the one that you can realistically stick to long enough to succeed. And for me, that's YouTube, affiliate marketing, and an email list. Simple, sustainable, and realistic. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. Subscribe to follow my journey, and I'll see you in the next video. See you out.